How's the week of preparation been before wild card?
It's been good. It's been good. Yeah, it's been good.
It's been a little bit since we've seen playoff football around here. What are your emotions like heading into wild card weekend?
Excited. It'll be a fun atmosphere. I know that everybody in this locker room is really, really excited, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Hunter, how much self scout do you guys do as you get into the playoff weeks compared to earlier on in the season?
Yeah, you got to look at everything. I think they have 17 games of film, so you got to find little things that you can do. I know they're doing the same thing, and just find little ways you can be better. But at the end of the day, it comes down to kind of your fundamentals and the things that you can rely on. When it comes in those big games.
So what's the balance of leaning into your tendencies and what you guys do well without becoming like predictable? Like, oh, we've seen this on film a few hundred times.
I think it's you gotta have a wrinkle here and there, but stick to your guns. And go out there and execute. That's the biggest thing in the playoffs and big games. You got to go out there and execute at a high level.
What sticks out to you about the Chargers defense?
I mean, they rank top of the league in every category. Man, they got players at each level that's play at a high level, that's played in this league a long time and present a lot of challenges. The edge guys are really, really good and going to be a tough out for us. We're going to be ready to go and match their intensity the whole game. And then, Derwin's a guy obviously I know well, and he'll be ready to go. He has a lot of juice, a lot of energy, plays the game the right way, man. I have a lot of respect for him. He's a great player, and we'll have to, be able to match that.
You've been here for a while now, but what's it like going against your former team in the Chargers in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Team that brought me into this league, gave me a chance. And it was a special time to be over there. But really enjoyed my time over here. Excited to play them this weekend, and it'll be fun.
This will be a first for a lot of players in this locker room, including Drake. What have you noticed in his demeanor this week as he gets ready for his playoff debut?
No different demeanor. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody else kind of, obviously it's do or die. It's win or go home. It's the playoffs. But at the end of the day, once we get out there, we're playing football. We're still playing the same game we've been playing, just at a higher level. So now we've got to be on our details, be ready to go. I think everybody's excited for it.
I'm always confident in our guys. What we can do. I'll put us against anybody.
How about the crowd? How much are you looking forward to the atmosphere here
It's
Sunday?
gonna be crazy. I think it would be a legendary vibe in there. I'm just kind of having that playoff feel back in the stadium again. I think that's something the fans want. Everybody here wants it, so I think it's gonna be an electric environment.
Carlton, have you shared anything about your playoff experiences with guys who haven't played the postseason?
Yeah, a little bit, but as I was just telling him, our coaches do a really good job of getting us prepared mentally and physically for the game. So we're all locked in.
What's your history with Justin Herbert?
I think I played him like one time. So I played him one time down in Tampa, and he's a pretty accurate quarterback. Obviously, I think it's his rookie year. Ever since then, he's obviously got better, but he's a good quarterback.
Last one for me. Everyone looking around here saying what a great season it's been. How much do you not take for granted these opportunities in the postseason, being a veteran? You know how hard it is to get year and year playoffs, Super Bowl, things like that.
I mean, the regular season doesn't even matter anymore. That's like, the past. Like, it's something we can't even hang our hats on because it's one and done. Not right now. So whatever we did was, good. But right now, this is where the real season begins and where we all want to be at. And this is the reason why we work so hard during the regular season. So, we're really focused on this new season ahead of us.
Carlton, I know preparation is something you guys both focus on every single year. But do you feel like you have a good sense of how the Chargers want to play you on Sunday, or is there going to be a feeling out period?
Oh yeah. I feel like I know how they're going to want to play me or play us in general.
Hey, Carlton, the other day Milton was talking about Herbert and used Drake comparison a lot of people make,
Yeah.
analogizing. Do you see it?
Oh yeah, for sure. The ability to extend plays, using their feet, being accurate on the run, and just being an accurate thrower, for sure. They have a lot of similarities.
And as you get ready for Sunday.
I feel great, man. Obviously we got a couple more hours left, a couple of more days to get ready. But we got everybody intact that we need to be intact. And get this thing running.
Yeah, Jared's cleared concussion protocol. Looks like you guys, as an offensive line, are right where you want to be, right?
No, 100%, man. Anytime you can get guys, good players, good quality players back in the fold, it's always good. And obviously getting guys healthy and stuff and getting back in, it's been good as well.
You talked a lot during the season, training camp, and everything about those two guys, rookies. What have you seen from them as far as the development goes from day one to where they are now?
Well, don't let them hear this, but they're not rookies anymore. But just to see those guys grow every day, come in, ask questions, and find their way, find themselves in this locker room is hard. Being a 21, 20, 22-year-old coming into a man's world and trying to find yourself and find a way how to fit in. And they did a great job just hitting the ground running, learning the playbook, becoming a part of this team, and growing as men as well. So anytime you can get young players to speed up the process a little bit, get out there and play a lot earlier, it's been good for them.
What have you noticed about, I guess, the vibes in the locker room this week? It doesn't seem like on the outside there's really been a noticeable shift.
Vibes are high. I mean, we play football, man, and obviously we worked hard to get to this point. We worked our tails off, starting off in OTAs in April, and that bond and brotherhood that we built over these couple of months, and playing in these games, and obviously guys like Drake May that's walking in all loud and stuff, and Will Campbell. There's a lot of guys that put a lot of time and effort into this to make this happen. Coaching staffs as well. Coaching. They got Big Country next. It takes all of us, training staff, nutrition staff, everybody, weight room, to make this happen. And we just didn't get here by ourselves. Somebody allowed us to be here. And when you have that mindset to come in the locker room, that you have a growth mindset, it's an unbelievable, way to go.
Does Drake seem tight this week?
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
I couldn't tell.
It's been good. It's been good, man. At the end of the day, man, we play a child's game for a king's ransom. So anytime you get a chance to step up between those lines and play football, man, and the main goal is to, do your job and have fun doing it as well.
Slaps the charge defensively on third down.
They have a lot of great players. Obviously, starting with Derwin James and the edge rushers, Khalil Mack, who's it's my year. He's been doing this for a long time, and they have a lot of good guys over there. So we expect them to to come out hot. They're coached well as well. Coach Harbaugh's been there. He's been in the playoffs before. I had the privilege to play for his brother. I know what that makeup is about, and obviously we're preparing for Sunday, and we look forward to the challenge.
Is Drake even the type of player that needs anything like said to him in terms
There's waving. Hey there.
He just seems like it's only his second year, but he just seems like he's never really rattled by anything.
Calm, cool, and collected. That's who he is, and that's the mentality that he brings into this locker room. And when you have other guys around him, some older guys like Stefan and Matt Hollins and all those guys that come in that can be the voice a little bit more. It allows you just to go in there and play football, and that's what he's done, man. He's done everything that the coaching staff and the players was asked him to do. He's grown as a football player day to day from OTAs and building that camaraderie in the offense. And here goes Jared sneaking up on you behind you. Welcome, Jared.
I'm right here.
Yeah, we're not in your space, bro. Matter of fact, you're still a rookie, bro. Move. But
last one for me, when you're facing a physical team like they are, what's your mentality going into a game like this?
I would like to think that we're physical too. That's our identity. We talk about packing our identity on the road and off the road, and obviously we have the unbelievable task to be able to play home in front of America's best fans. So 8 o'clock at night, and we're looking forward to running out that tunnel. With the guys that had the helmets and shoulder pads on, and we go out there and play football like we know how to play football, whether it's in the field, parking lot, wherever you call it, man. We're going to play football the way it needs to be played football, and that's what we look forward to.
Sure, it's easy to maybe just get caught up in the moment of this week with the preparations, all the adrenaline, but how much do you feel like you can really take a step back and just appreciate where you guys are at and what you've been able to do?
We got time. It's Friday. We don't play until Sunday, so we got some time to digest some things. We got some time to coaches always say, the hay's not in the barn yet. So, we got some time to still do some work and do our due diligence on this team and to be able to operate the way we need to operate on Sunday. So, we're in the moment. It's no time to take time to look at them. When we're in the moment, we're here. We belong here. We worked our tails off to be here. And that's a fact, so we're looking forward to playing on Sunday.
It feels great. I was just saying to somebody else, the camaraderie that we have, it's just it's tough to be apart away from it. Excuse me, because we just joke and laugh all day, and then when it's time to be serious, we come together and be serious. And I'm just glad to be back with you guys.
Can you just walk me through what the last few weeks have been like? You know, kind of going through the concussion protocol and then getting yourself back.
It was frustrating at first because you wake up, you feel fine, and you get to moving around, and then the headaches start, and it's like dang, like, and there's nothing you can do. You just gotta rest and wait. Um, but yeah, it was definitely frustrating. But that day, remember that day I woke up with no symptoms, and I couldn't stop smiling. I was so happy because I knew I'll probably be back for this game. So yeah, it's good.
You completed that game too. So is this something that happened the next day too, like on Monday?
No, it actually happened like it was like the second or third last play of the game. I was a little dazed, and I was like, I'm not right.
Yeah.
So I went to go tell somebody.
How much you looking forward to your first playoff game, NFL?
I'm excited. I'm excited that Will's back as well, and I get to do it next to Will, and we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be fun.
What's it been like from day one of training camp to where you are now with Will? The journey that you guys started back then, you were kind of
Yeah.
like, we talked in the hotel, everything else. What's that like?
It's crazy to look back on it, and also to look how fast this season has gone by. Like you see the same guys every single day, you play next to the same guy, and it's just like it seems like forever, but then you blink. First week of the playoffs, it's crazy. But me and Will, it's been a great relationship, great journey so far, and hopefully we can keep it going in the playoffs.
Morgan was just joking that you and Will really aren't rookies anymore. Do you still feel like a rookie?
I'll good question. Yeah, they keep us humble. They keep us humble. So yeah, I just do.
And what's the journey been like along with Drake and watch what he's doing? MVP candidate.
Oh man, it's great. It's like you have as O line, you're gonna have some plays, and then you see Drake do what he does in the backfield and somehow get the ball down 50 yards down the field. It's just like, damn, that's my quarterback. But it's great to see.
What's the feeling like going to be for you running out of the tunnel for your first playoff game on Sunday? Is that something you've thought of?
No, honestly, no. Just kind of thinking of it as it's a football game. Like ran out of the tunnel before. This time it's just the playoffs. Still got to go play.
Thanks, Joe.
How excited are you for your first, playoff appearance?
Yeah, super excited, super grateful, be a part of this team and the what we've built so far throughout the season. Looking forward to continue building.
And especially the way that your role has maybe grown in the last couple of weeks. What does it, feel like to you that you could maybe, contribute a little?
Yeah, I've been super special, super grateful for the opportunity. Definitely not taking it for granted. Just trying to fill those shoes of Mac. He does a lot of dirty work here, and trying to do my best ability to continue that, and just bring a little different energy to us.
What have the veterans been telling you about how things elevate in playoff football?
Yeah, that don't. Obviously it's playoff football, but don't treat it too big. It's just a football game. Go out there, be in the moment, take it all in, and just go play ball.
What's the week been like for you?
It's been super exciting. Super. I don't know if you can kind of get impatient a little bit. You're almost looking too far ahead, so you gotta reel it back in and take it one day at a time, and not look into that future too far, and continue to get better as the days go on.
What are you expecting when you come out of the tunnel on Sunday? The atmosphere.
Yeah, super excited. It's always a great atmosphere here. When you throw in the playoffs too, I can't imagine. So excited for our fan base, excited for everyone to kind of get out there and see us play.
How much you like this team and what you guys have been able to do from start to finish?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, obviously, ups and downs throughout the way early on. Especially me just kind of growing and being a rookie and kind of leaning on all these vets. But man, now we just got such a special team, such a special dynamic. Not even just in the receiver room, but offense, defense, full team combined. So it's pretty special to be a part of and continue to grow.
How much has that confidence grown for you over the last few weeks?
Yeah, huge. It definitely helps. When you get out there and you get to play and kind of get to see those game reps. Obviously you try to emulate it during practice and try to visualize yourself doing it on the film, stuff like that. And you get out there and do it. It's pretty special.
Think about like just your personal journey here in the NFL. Do you have to maybe like take a step back?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's been crazy. I mean, just coming from, Eastern Washington, small FCS school, undrafted, you kind of like you said, you don't really realize until you take a step back. But man, I'm so blessed, so thankful for this organization. And they gave me an opportunity, and can't thank them enough.
Does it feel like the days go slow with all the anticipation?
For sure, I'd say so. But it's ball at the end of the day. So I enjoy being in here every day. Enjoy the process, enjoy all of it. So I mean, it's slow in a good way for me.
Feels like the moments haven't been too big for you when you have been out there. Do you get pregame jitters?
For sure. I mean, I think everyone kind of does a little bit. But just the preparation I try to put into it throughout the week calms those nerves. So I can go out there and just play free and not think about anything in a negative way. Just go out there and just play.
What has Drake been like this week? Has his demeanor changed at all, or is he
You
same
know,
old Drake?
I think he's the same Drake. I think he's not trying to build into that. Whatever. If there's certain, I don't know, with the playoffs. How he prepares. I think he's preparing the same. I think he's gonna be the same Drake. I think he's gonna come out and just continue to lead us.
It's like a guaranteed win or anything like that.
Hell, I couldn't. Just go out there, play hard. I'm excited, and we got a great group of guys.
Last week, Coach Grable was talking about preparing when it doesn't feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. Have you felt like you were in some of that to begin this season, and then as you've seen your role evolve, what does it feel like now?
Yeah, I mean, I think early on when you're not playing as much as you want, I just took the mindset he talks about, just preparing as a starter, no matter what was going on, and even if I thought it was going to be up or down, continue just to prepare as a starter. So when my moment came, I'd be ready to go.
Sure.
Thanks.